And for all of the developers here at the conference, we want to say a very special thank you. We're going to be giving you an EyeSight camera today. We want to kick video conferencing off right, and we know you are the guys to do it. So you can pick it up at the registration area after the keynote or throughout the day. So that's EyeSight. It's an amazing camera, and it's the eyes and ears of iChat. Okay, next big topic. What's this? This is called Xcode. We have a completely new set of developer tools for you for Mac OS X. And what is the single word we followed as our Bible? Speed. Number one thing. So let me tell you about Xcode. Number one, fast compiles. We're using the new GCC 3.3 compiler, the latest and the greatest, and it's definitely faster. To show you how fast, I'm going to show you the results of the build of the UI portion of the Finder. It's over 100,000 lines of code and over 1,500 files. Now, remember, Jaguar development tools used to be 10 times slower than the gold standard up to today, which is CodeWarrior. We were 10 times slower. So to build the Finder UI in Xcode took 377 seconds, and to build it in CodeWarrior is 223. They are still faster than us, but we've reduced it to under 2 to 1. And that's not a bad accomplishment. We're going to keep on going. But we love to be number one. Really. And so we've changed the rules of the game. We have added distributed builds, which means you can set up Xcode to automatically use idle resources on the net completely automatically. And so let's go look at that same build. There's Xcode and there's CodeWarrior, same numbers as before. But if we add just one more machine on the net that Xcode can go find out there, we are now down to 208 seconds with one more dual 1 gigahertz G4 on the net. And if we add 3 more for a total of 4 additional hosts, we are down to under 100 seconds. And if you've got a team of developers, you should run out and buy one of these. So, that's fast compiles. Now we want to address turnaround, because we've got fast turnaround. The turnaround loop, of course, is where most developers spend most of their time. They've got to stop their app, they've got to debug it, they've got to recompile it, relink it, and start it up again, right? This is the classic turnaround loop. Well, we've got some cool new technologies. First one built into Xcode, zero link. We've removed the need to link. We only link objects you need to launch. And so it takes linking completely out of the equation. Boom, gone. Link time, over. Zero. Zero link. Next, we got predictive compile. What is this? This actually starts compiling while you're still editing. It literally starts compiling before you even think you want to compile. And so what it does is it removes half the compiling time on average. Literally shortens it by a factor of 2. Boom, there goes half the compiling time. And lastly, we have a technology called Fix and Continue. You can make changes to applications while they are running. You do not have to stop them. And so this takes this out completely. Turns out this is a lot of time. So a single fixed turnaround. Let's see what it takes running on the same machine. In Jaguar tools took 29 seconds. In CodeWarrior took 9 seconds. In Xcode, 3 seconds. It's really fast stuff. And so we have reduced the turnaround from this to this. We've also put a new interface on it that is just so much better than what we had. We've cleaned it up and we've made it, put the most relevant stuff right in front of you and allowed you to find stuff super fast. And to demonstrate this for us, it's my pleasure actually to introduce Apple employee number 8, somebody I've known for a long time, somebody we hired when he was 15 years old, Chris Espinoza.
Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
Really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be here. I've been working with Apple Developer Tools literally since Integer Basic in the garage in 1976. And I got to say, this is the best thing we've ever done in Developer Tools, and I want to show it to you. The first thing you notice about Xcode is that it's beautiful, it's clean, it looks a lot like your iApps. We took the ideas from Panther and from some of the iApps, and we put the things that are important to you in a column on the left. So here's your typical view of your source code. Now this is source code for iTunes. This is iTunes 3. This is a big application. This is a Carbon application. This is even a power plant application, and I'm going to show you using it in Xcode. You've got your traditional view of your folders and your files, but we figured you deserved a list view and instant searching too. So if I want to find all of the files in my project that have to do with playlists, I just go to the search box, and there we go. There are all my playlist files. It's not like type select, it's filtering just like in the Finder. Now that works not just on my project, but it works on other things in my project as well. So I go to my targets, I select a target, I get a list here, I can search on that. And if I go to the inspector for my target, and I look at all my target settings, here are all the project settings and all the compiler settings and all my linker settings for that target. Well, say I want to change the optimization in this target. I don't know which one of these I need to change. There are so many, and this is just the summary view. So I go to the instant search box, and I narrow it down, and I find my optimization settings, and they're right there. I select it, and it says optimization level. Maybe I want to know what that means. Well, I've got the explanation right here in the inspector. And we've got smart groups for all of your executables, or smart groups for all of your resource files. We've even got a smart group for all the symbols in your built project. This is 27,000 symbols in my database. I can scroll through them, and I can search instantly. For example, I want to find everywhere where ASCII is used in the symbols in the iTunes source base. There we go. I can select one of these and jump right to its definition right in the Xcode editor. I think you're going to see that this completely changes the way that you work with your source code. It's going to make it a lot faster to find what you're editing, to get to your source code, and to find your way around your project. But when you said speed and when you said fast, you meant compile speed. And let me show that to you. So I've got my project here. I've got it sorted by the code size of the object. I'm going to do a build here. And you can see the compiled executables coming in that fast. This is CodeWarrior class compilation speed. This is going to be a lot more familiar to you if you've been using CodeWarrior as a compiler. But like Steve said, compilation speed isn't everything. You spend a lot of time in your compile, edit, link, debug cycle. And we've really shortened that. And I want to show you how we do that with a little toy application called Flower here. And when I run and debug the Flower application, it should come up, draw a flower on the screen. Well, that's not a very interesting flower, is it? So I know that there's something that controls the number of petals, and it's something called petals. So I'll do a find here, and I'll find petals. And there we go. There are my search results. I can double-click, go right to the line of code. Well, it looks like for test purposes, I just put 1 in here for the number of petals. I'll just select